Look at the amount of chest turn on Tiger Woods at this point in his golf swing. Okay, golfers, I'm back at my trusty podium here, doing one of my favorite things we do on social media, which is swing secrets, using a great player to teach you something really important, but we try to keep it pretty basic. And using a great player is appropriate this week because we've got Tiger Woods here, who's the player of our generation. And, it's funny, Tiger Woods now has had 4 different golf swings. Since I watched him win the U.S. Amateur to the 1997 Masters, all the way through the Tour Championship last year, he's had different golf swings. But there's one thing Tiger's always done really well, and I think we can learn a lot from it. And that is he really turns his chest well and as he swings the golf club back. And that gives your arms room to swing. So it's really important when you play golf to understand that your arms are swinging up, your chest is coiling and winding up, your upper body against your lower body, and you need to keep your arms in front of your chest. That's very difficult to do if you don't turn your chest. I would say among high handicappers, which we live with high handicappers, we're out there at my golf school, we've got a team of teachers working with average players, and one thing we see a lot is the tendency among a normal player, someone who's not really studying the motion, is to pull the club away from the golf ball to start their golf swing. And when you use your arms too much at the start and don't turn your chest, you'll see this trail arm here kind of collapse. And that brings my hands closer to me, it shrinks my arc size, but it also gets my arms behind me or beside me. They're not in front of my chest anymore. Whereas when you watch a really good player swing the golf club, sure, they're swinging their arms, but they're also turning their chest, which keeps everything in front of them connected more. And it's also much more athletic and starts the coil the right way. So Jackie Burke, I think, was the fellow I got this quote from a long time ago. Jackie Burke was a great player. I think he won the PGA Championship. PGA player back in the 50s and 60s, I think. And his saying was that the average player should start their golf swing by thinking about pulling their back shoulder, their trail shoulder back. That's how you start your swing. It's a great key thought. Remember that one. It's a swing secret for sure. All right, let's check that out using Tiger Woods. So here he is on the left-hand side of my screen, and we're going to bring him up to waist high. That's that 9 o'clock position that we hear talking about a lot as he swings the club back. And look at the amount of chest turn on Tiger Woods at this point in his golf swing. Now, I think this was taken last year. This is footage I took back in the early 2000s of Tiger at Augusta National practicing. Look at that amount of chest turn and how his arms are so nicely in front of his chest as his hands reach, the base of his rib cage. So that's an amazing amount of rotation. 2 different golf swings, so-called different golf swings, but the same type of great one-piece swing away where that trail shoulder really turns to allow the club to swing in front of him. I really love this part of his golf swing. So why is it really important? Well, I already said that if your arms get in behind you, all kinds of bad things can happen, and we don't like that. But the other thing that happens when people swing the club away with their arms only, not only do they lose size of arc and get the club behind them, but there is a real tendency to use wrists and forearms to kind of take the club away from the golf ball. And I don't like that at all either. If you look at a great swing away from the golf ball, the chest turns in posture, we're coiling, winding up the body, the arms are swinging, the hands and wrists are pretty passive. And if you look at Tiger Woods again here on the left, and we really focus on hands and wrists, you can see there's not a lot of rotating or hinging or turning or flipping of the hands and wrists at all. And I took another great video of Tiger way back in, I think this is 07, President's Cup at Royal Montreal when the President's Cup was up here in Canada. And Tiger was practicing on Sunday morning, and I was lucky enough to be inside the ropes, and I got this great footage. And I just want you to watch this swing away as well, this takeaway, as he swings his golf club back. And because his golf club is a little bit outside his hands here, we can really see how quiet that trail wrist is. So Tiger's not using a wrist turn or any kind of an angle or a rotation there to get the golf club moving away from the golf ball. He's strictly turning his chest and swinging his arms, and he's got that really terrific one-piece passive look to him. I really love this position, and I use this a lot in my teaching to show higher handicappers how that trail wrist shouldn't be kicking that golf club back this way, but we're just swinging that club. Again, to keep the club in front of you, to maintain arc, to keep everything neutral, and so many good things about it. Anyway, there's your swing secret for today. And maybe that key thought, that little key thought I want to leave you with is start your backswing by thinking about pulling back or moving that trail shoulder first, which allows those arms to swing in front of you. I really like that a lot. Tiger is one of the best at it, regardless of year, regardless of so-called swing technique. He's always done this really well. For more great tips like this, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right here, or you can find me on any social media platform, Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, trying to help you play a little bit better golf.